Fine, says Soumya. Very good. Great day, says Pranav. How many of you had a great day? Avinash is waiting for the seminar. Are you waiting for the seminar, or are you waiting to interact with Raghu Aditya? Great day. All right. How many of you here are waiting to hear from Raghu Aditya? Pranav is from NIT. Alright, so how close are you to Raghu Aditya, Pranav? Very good. So today guys we have Raghu Aditya. Okay, he is from NIT Calicut, just like Pranav. Pranav is also from NIT Calicut, and he has completed his triple E BTech from NIT Calicut, and now Raghu Aditya is here with us for a very, very special reason. There might be many students who have scored 320, though not many, but it is really great to score 320. But Raghu has even more a special reason to be here. Raghu, though NIT is one of the famous institutions, one of the top 20 institutions in India. To get into NIT itself is a very, very challenging task. So Raghu has successfully got into NIT, completed his graduation also, and he has, though he has a modest CGPA or modest academics, he has managed to score a massive score of 320. How many of you here also want the 320? 320 or 320 plus? How many of you also want a 320 plus? Vikram? Arvind, Raghu will join with us in just 1 minute. Okay? So definitely everyone would want a 320, right? Yes. So now today in this seminar, Raghu Aditya is going to share with us how to score a 320. Does it really stop you when you have a backlog or when you have a lower CGPA? It definitely prevents you from going further. It does not keep you motivated. Am I true? When you have a backlog or when you have a CGPA, you won't be able to motivate yourself further. Is it true, guys? But today Raghu has broken all the shields, and today he has proven to be successful. Now today he is here for that special reason. He's going to inspire you all by sharing his preparation methodology and also the success story. How did he keep himself motivated to score that high score in spite of being demotivated by his acads. Okay, so now we are going to interact with Raghu. I am Mano Sivan and I'm at GREedge. So I'm going to pass it on to Raghu. Okay, shall we move on and discuss with Raghu? Sure. Okay. Raghu, can you hear me?
Yes. So is my voice audible?
Yes, Raghu.
Yeah. Can I continue?
Yes. Guys, can you all hear Raghu as well? Vikram welcomes you. Okay.
Hi, Vikram.
All right.
I'm glad to be here.
We are glad to have you here also, Raghu, and welcome you for this great seminar. And also, you've dedicated most of your time to answer questions and interact with all our students who want to achieve in their lives. So thank you for that. Thank you for accepting our invitation, Raghu.
Thank you for asking me to do this at first. I want to thank GREedge. Seriously, it's been really tough for me. I know it's tough for many out there, many students like me. We need to have perspective, and I hope I'll be able to give enough perspective to the students who are attending this seminar today. I hope the very best for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Raghu. Shanmuga conveys congratulations to you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Shanmuka. Yeah, I'm just you can continue.
Okay. Now, why did you want to do your masters, Raghu?
Okay, guys. I want to start my story. Yeah, see, you see, my as like the presentation says, great passion for engineering. See, this passion for engineering was not, क्या बोलते हैं, not, I didn't have this passion for engineering from the very beginning of, like when I joined or when I was in 12th class. See, I was a good student. My father wanted me to do engineering. I was happy to do because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what I want to do, so I was pretty happy with what the results I got. I got like 8,000 rank in IIT JEE, 7,000 in IIEEE, all good results. So happy, go lucky, join a good college, all done. And my CGPA. See, to say like many students in India, most of us, see, we are not really mature to handle the inherent freedom we get when we join a university or college. We think of us as adults, but we are really not, because there's one good thinker who says maturity means culmination of courage and consideration. You have to do both. But out of the imbalance, we never realize that we are going in a wrong way, or we are too stubborn to realize sometimes. And I was too stubborn to realize. And by the end of fourth year, I ended up with 6.3 CGPA, 7 backlogs and all. So a pretty messy situation. And yes, but truly I had a very open outlook towards engineering. I wanted to grow as an engineer finally, like, yes, God's grace, Hare Krishna, and I finally realized I want to do engineering seriously. So I started with GATE. You see, most of us, I think everybody gives GATE, right? Shanmuga, did you give GATE? Vikram?
How many of you gave GATE exam, guys? How many of you planning to give GATE?
At least not planning to give GATE. I mean, some of you might be in third year or so, pre-final years, and you want to give GATE, or you look for opportunities, right?
Yes. Here, Pranav, Soumya, Rahul, so many of them are planning to give GATE. Abhilash has already given GATE as well.
Fine, cool. So guys, see, I don't want to say that MS is better. GATE is good, but there are some inherent disadvantages to GATE. First of all, GATE is highly competitive. Let's say you slip down a few ranks, you lose a lot of chances. And second, not much of research is happening around in India. You want to do research in electrical engineering, or you want to have a change of stream. You want to change to CS. It's not really easy in India. So if you want to, like as the quote says in the presentation, if you want to start fresh, as I wanted to start fresh, and I wanted to continue my education to get a better start. If you want to do this, MTech is not a really good choice. So for those who are there who want to do MTech, yes, please do. Please give your best. Please prepare your best for GATE. It will reinforce your concepts, because most of us, we don't pay much attention to classes, or we don't pay much efforts to study, understand. So giving GATE is a good thing. But just relying on GATE alone is a bad thing. So MS is a better option, right? See, to realize this, I took time. I didn't want to do MS. I wanted to GATE. I was hell-bent on GATE, and I gave GATE. I ended up getting a rank of 5,000, 4,000 odd. So 4,000. This 5,000 rank, as you all might know, is not enough to get a good seat in IIT or NITs. And and even in IITs and NITs, the amount of research happening is kind of okay. But good research happens. See, I don't say research doesn't happen, that will make me a hypocrite. Good research happens in IITs and NITs, but some people who are passionate about more research can try for MS. Cool and clear point. MS is better in such points. And even people who have profiles like mine, MS is a better choice because it's easy to get a fresher start. If you want to go MS in CS, it's a good start. And that's what I would suggest. And that's all. If you have any questions, I can answer at this point, or we can answer at the end of the session as well.
Sure. We'll have a special question answer session for all of us here. And you were actually talking like a typical engineering graduate, thinking like a typical engineering graduate.
Ma'am, your voice is lower. I'm sorry.
Looking into various opportunities and trying to manage both, like education, extracurricular activities, everything. So that's really great. How many of you were confused regarding how to take, whether to take GREedge or GRE exam, guys? How many of you had that confusion? Is it clear now?
Guys, if you want to take GATE, please take GATE. It's not an issue. If you get a good rank in GATE, it's a good thing. And all I'm saying is, if you're passionate about research and engineering, please take MS. Or even if you want a good job, take MS. You get good job. I mean, you want to get really good job, earning 50K, 60K around here in dollars. You want to do. You want to live in America, US. It's a good thing, I guess. And even GATE has good avenues, but GATE has heavy competition. So keeping an option is a good thing. And MS provides better opportunities, no doubt.
Shanmuka here has a brilliant question. Maybe Shanmuka is able to connect with you better. Now I am in final year. I have 6 backlogs, but I want to in Germany by clearing my arrears. So what suggestions do you have, Raghu?
I didn't get the full. I am not interested in.
Shanmuka has some backlogs and wants to do MS in Germany.
He wants to do MS in Germany?
Yes.
Shanmuka, your branch is electrical?
Shanmuka, is your branch electrical?
Shanmuka, is your branch
mechanical.
Electrical? Okay, mechanical. Yes, it's fine. Whatever branch. Shanmuka, see, the problem with Germany is that Germany looks for really good accounts. Unless you have something exceptional say to the university, you are at you are at a disadvantage. So I said, if you want to look into Germany, please do look. As far as I know, Germany looks for really good acads, because see, in Germany there are no fees. It's completely free. The recent legislation came from for all German universities. I mean, like 90% of the German universities, like all the government universities and a good number of private universities, the fee is completely tuition is waived for all the students. Tuition waiver for all the students, complete tuition waiver. So they are really stringent in selecting students. So please look into Germany, and US would be a very easier option for. See, US is nothing less. If you want to do good research in mechanical engineering, US is a good choice. Okay, I'm done with the question.
Alright. Thank you, Raghu. So we'll proceed with the seminar, guys. We'll hear from Raghu, and we'll have a special question answer session at the end. Shall we agree on this? Raghu really has a lot of information and experience to share with all of you. Right. Now, what is your specialization going to be in your master's, Raghu?
Yes, to discuss about my specialization, see, I wanted to. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, Raghu.
Hello? Am I audible?
Hello. Can you hear me?
So, yeah, I want to. Yeah, I can. I'm able to hear you. It's okay. So I did my BTech in electrical and electronics engineering, as I have already told, and my MS. I plan to take MS in electrical engineering as well, with specialization in electric vehicle engineering, which is an interdisciplinary specialization consisting of power electronics and control. And it's not really a highly developed branch, even if you consider US. So, and how did I get this inspiration? As I told you, my passion for engineering developed in my late engineering years, third and fourth. So, and as long as like I continued looking upon the universities, the various branches, various disciplines in electrical engineering, I did my project on an advanced power electronics interface for battery electric vehicles. You see, some people, electrical engineers who are here might know a little about power electronics. I will not go into deep. So it's related to vehicle engineering. So that's how I chose my MS specialization. I was truly focused, not focused, how to put it, I was truly motivated with this thing. I wanted to do an MS course in this engineering. I didn't have any other thoughts whether I want to do VLSI. I mean, I had thoughts initially. Finally, I had a clarity of mind what I want to do. That is really important for students like us. And that conviction, that clarity, you know, conviction, what conviction means? Conviction means strong belief, deep clarity. When you have those things, that you'll be able to show that as well in your SOP or when you're writing up. Sir, I'm like this. I have a past, but I'm still I have this potential. I have this talents. I want to do this. I'm really motivated. I'm really really inspired to contribute. That's why I could have chosen VLSA, or I could have chosen computer engineering, architecture, and other disciplines in electrical engineering, etc., etc. But why didn't I choose those? Is because I wanted to contribute more. There's a whole different story why I wanted to contribute and all. But see, I searched. First thing is you have to take initiative to search. You have to search your interests in engineering. You have to explore. That is a central point. All things aside, you have to explore. You have to take initiative to learn. You have to learn all parts of engineering, whether they are hard or easy, or they're not interesting or not interesting in BTech. No ifs and no buts. That is really important. That's why I would encourage people who want to take GATE, because GATE people at least will start learning the concepts. That is a good start. So, and yeah, that's it. That's how I chose my MS course. I mean, choosing my MS course was also tough. I'll continue with that in my next course.
Alright. Raghu, I just had one question. Like,
yes,
you told that you accidentally or you had to join engineering, and later on you developed interest and passion towards engineering, and
yes.
finally you also managed to get a great GRE score and you came up. So this definitely needs conviction. We agree with
Yes.
that. But is it possible for a person who does not like engineering, or the course that this person has chosen, say mechanical engineering, he has chosen it but he doesn't like it, but he has to stay with it if he is in good condition? In this
Yes.
case, is it possible for one to develop conviction?
Yes, ma'am. I'll definitely answer this question, guys. In general cases, it happens like this, I guess. We really don't explore what we have at hand, and we start hating it. Finally, we won't be able to justify it, but we'll rationalize it somehow, saying that I don't like mechanical engineering, or I do management, or I don't like electrical engineering, or I'll do CS. See, don't jump instinctively. I mean, out of instincts you jump without even thinking about it, or you don't try it without trying. You're gonna get, only if you're lucky you'll land up into something good. I mean, something interesting for you. Without doing that, you are, let's say, you might get another hard shot, hit back. So what I suggest is, guys, try to find your true passions. Try to find your true interests, inspiration. Why do you want to do engineering? Try to ask yourself, try to work on it. It's not a single day thing or a single minute thing. You have to work on it, and finally you'll find an answer. If you don't like engineering, you want, I mean, let's say you already have this feeling of not liking engineering or anything, etc., etc. So you want to do something else. Please explore that. What are the avenues? What are the scopes? What are the interests? Try to understand. Not just say somebody says, "Yeah, computer science में बहुत अच्छा पैसे मिलते हैं." Like you, I mean, sorry, not everybody knows your Hindi, right? Can you answer my question?
Students from everywhere attend the seminar.
Yeah, I'll refrain myself from talking Hindi. I'm sorry. So what was I saying?
You were talking about the goals, like how should one develop conviction?
Yeah. So regarding that, see, without clear plan, without a clear understanding of what you're doing or what position you are in, it's really tough to estimate. And sometimes you say, like, somebody says, yeah, computer science is, yeah, that's what I was saying. Computer science is good. Computer science pays you more. You should go to computer engineering. Yes, let's go to computer engineering. If your final motive is money, you can definitely jump into it. But I suggest, see, after some point of time, you end up feeling the same way you feel right now. It's of no use. Even movies, endless amount of movies teaches the same thing. It's kind of principle. It's a principle called proactivity. You don't want to regret things in future. You don't want to regret about things of present in future. You want to do that. You want to take step. You have to take a calculated step. That's it.
Thank you very much, Raghu. Now, if you wanted to score 320 and amidst all the college work and the responsibilities you were handling, it should have definitely been motivated by some force. So generally, in most cases, it is their dream university. So how did you shortlist your dream universities, and how did you select some set of universities? Can you tell us in detail about that?
Yes, before I go to the question, I want to say something about the previous question as well. Just guys, please try to find your passions. Try to take initiative. Initiative is the most important thing. Try to work it out, and then you will definitely find out. See, it's not a 1 hour thing, as I've already said, or a single speck of time you get realization and you do it. You have to work it out. You have to become more disciplined, learn things. Just don't slumber and waste time away, and use it the best way possible. And university shortlisting process. Yes, guys, you want to look at what's there for us in abroad, what's there for us in MS. You want to shortlist. You want to see like which universities will take me. My profile is a little bit different. One thing is true, guys. Good academic profile will fetch you a lot, no doubt. But it doesn't mean it is not a bad profile is not opposite of a good profile. Bad profile is that you had some bad time, you had a bad phase, that's it. Nothing else. You did some things out of about the ignorance maybe. So it's nothing. See, GRE and ACADS are not related. So university shortlisting is also not that way. There are good universities abroad. See, Germany, Belgium, Sweden, US, Canada are popular options. US, Canada, Australia. Germany and others are little less familiar with Indian students. I agree. So what I want to say is, university shortlisting procedure is a really tedious one. You have to shortlist based on your desired course. That's the first step. First step is to understand what course you want to do MS in. At least if you're still not clear about it, do research about universities which have good electrical engineering branch or good branch of your choice. That's it. I'm sorry. I don't want to focus this on electrical engineering. I'm sorry. I'll put it in a generic way. So you have to shortlist based on your desired course. Even if it's mine was a rare specialization. You see, it's not well sought after. Nobody goes after electric vehicle engineering and all. Really, it's not very sought after in US. But it's there is really good amount of research going on about power electronics in Germany. There's amount of happening in Sweden. I mean, European countries have a good amount of research in this way, green vehicle engineering. They are really, because they don't have much oil, they are forced to do it. Yes, and I had few options. Yes, I had to filter out options. See, my shortlisting procedure was like this. It's not sought after. So even if I discussed it with people local and abroad, with many people, consultants I've talked with, people who are already doing MS in electrical engineering I've talked. So my course, people who are related to my course I've talked, local and abroad. But nobody seemed to, really know about it. I mean, there were a good number of people like who knew. Finally, I found them. See, I tried continuously. Not that I stopped anywhere. I stopped for a while, but I didn't. I realized I have to try again. I tried, and finally found out some universities like University of Tennessee in Knoxville. So, so I discussed with University of Tennessee in Knoxville. That's the first one in the list. Can you go to the previous slide? Can you go to the previous slide, ma'am? Yeah. See, yes. Sorry. So after discussing it with people, I also realized that if I want to find it out, I have to find it out myself. No slacking off, not relying just on words of people. So I searched each and every university for in my case. It's not that tough in every case. So in my case, I searched each and every university, course catalogs, the course descriptions, the faculty research interests, and I also searched for many other, all the attributes I wanted. I searched here and there, almost around 110 universities I searched. So after I searched for this time, I boiled down and I filtered around 10 to 15 universities, good universities, good places. And now the next issue is, will this university match my profile? So now that's again a headache. So I had to again look into my universities, take advice. See, guidance is always required, guys. You need to go to people who have redundant knowledge about these things, and it's important that you do that in as less time as possible, because see, this research will take days on days, as it took in my case. But if you don't take guidance and help, it will take much more time. So it's important that you consider help. Okay, yeah. We'll go to the next slide.
Okay, so after researching more than 100 universities, Raghu has boiled it down to close to 4 universities.
Yes.
So tell us why these 4 universities.
Yeah, these are like 4 of the universities which I've boiled down, and they kind of match with my profile. See, when you assess your profile, and when you try to match your profile with the university, you classify them into something like moderate, which are in reach, which are safe, which are ambitious. So, as you see, University of Tennessee is a moderate university for my profile. North Carolina State University is a really ambitious one. University of Texas at Arlington is a safe admit, I guess. Yeah, it is a safe admit. And the Illinois Institute of Technology, Chicago, is moderate to safe admit. And they all have the research going on, which is my field of interest, my specialization. So I have some more list of the universities as well. I'm willing to share it. It's okay. Anybody wants to follow this, I can do that. And that's it about the university. University shortlisting. Once you have the university shortlist in hand, the next step is you apply for it. There's a long list of application. The application is really big. You do it for all the universities. You pay a lot. And I suggest, see guys, you try to take up universities you're really sure of. Okay, take 1 or 2 ambitious and moderate universities, and 2 to 3 safe universities, because you need to put in a lot of money. It's around $80 per university to apply. It's like 80 into 60, 4,800, and your credit card tax is gonna cost around 400, so 5,000 hash, 5,000 ish. So it's costly. It's a costly affair, and even GRE and TOEFL is gonna cost you. Sending scores, it's gonna cost you again. So I mean, be resolute. Be clear of what you're applying. Apply. And in our case, it's good to have more number of universities. Good to apply for more number of universities to improve our chances. It's always a good thing, but you should not go over bounds. That's what I wanted to say.
So that was a really detailed classification of how one should actually shortlist one university. Raghu, here Pooja wants to ask one question too.
Yes, ma'am. Your voice is low. Your voice is low. Before you ask a question, yeah.
Yes. Pooja wants to know how to classify universities under moderate, ambitious, and safe universities.
Regarding that, yes. See, there are many, in my research, like if you see, there are many kinds of university rankings websites. And not all are reliable, and even like some may be reliable, but you cannot trust each and every bit of information they give. But it's good to follow, good to know what kind of universities you get into. And I find, first of all,
Hello. Hello, Raghu. Can you hear me? There was a short power cut at Raghu Aditya's place, so he'll join us in a couple of minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so how do you find this seminar till now, guys? Isn't he sharing us a lot of details about his university selection? So how do you find it? Janam finds it excellent. Guys, don't worry if I do not post your questions now. I'm just waiting for Raghu to share as much information as possible. Okay, that is even more important, right? Because he's a person who has faced the GRE exam. Okay, so I'm just waiting for him to share as much information so that you'll all get benefited. And finally, I'll definitely post as much questions as possible. Is it clear, guys? Don't get dejected now. We'll definitely discuss all this. Okay, so how do you think? Do backlogs or low CGPA, does it demotivate you? Now how do you feel? People who had a backlog, who were thinking that GRE is not my option. So how do you do? How do you feel now? Okay, Nayakanti wants to know more about GRE. Now we are going to just, in another 1 or 2 minutes, we are going to discuss about how Raghu prepared for his GRE exam. Each and every section, quant section, everything. Okay, will that be fine? Rahul, do you have any questions? Okay, Medha wants to know how to score 330 plus in the GRE. Medha, have you started your GRE preparation? When do you want to take your GRE? Okay. Okay, I've seen Rahul's question also. So, Medha Gupta, when would you want to take the GRE exam? Okay, after some work experience. Medha, since you have 1 year work, since you're going to take 1 year's work experience, I would say if you can start now and keep practicing, you can definitely prepare during this period. Is it clear, Medha? Or if you are comfortable, you can also prepare within 1 month, just like how Raghu did.
Ma'am, I'm back. Hello? Check. I'm
Yes.
back. Hello?
I'm
I'm
able to
back.
hear you, Raghu.
Yes, ma'am. I'm able to hear you as
So,
well.
guys, can you all hear Raghu?
So sorry for the interruption, guys. It's there was a power cut, and so we are back. Anyway, I was at selecting universities, and
Yes.
someone asked me about how to choose, how to know whether the university is moderate or right.
Ambitious or safe?
Yeah, how to classify universities. See, first of all, even see every university is a that's a good university. Good university. The point is, how to put it? Yeah, it's about the kind of students they take every year. And yes, definitely the best universities take the best students like Stanford and other etc. etc. University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. These students they ask for around. I mean, usually the cutoff there are no specific cutoffs, but usually the cutoffs they vary around about 325 to 330. So that's how like people have made a list of universities, and you need to search in internet. You will find lots of lists, and you have to what to do is you have to compare. That's the tough way. An easy way is that you go consult somebody who is already experienced in this matter. See, you learn either by listening or you learn either by experience. Learning by experience is the hard part. I took help. I took help from consultants. And finally I could make up a list of universities, a redundant list, as you can say, and it's kind of reliable. It's not entirely correct, but it is reliable. I know the relative positions. Even if some university may be 1 or 2 positions up or down, it doesn't matter. It wouldn't affect me in any way. So that's what. So finally, after you get the universities, you need to check with people who are there and all. So I checked with my consultant. I checked with my people up there. How are the opportunities? How do they take the students? Is it a good place and all? So considering all that. And whether you get into or not, that is how you classify. I mean, it's not whether you get into or not. It's whether it is easy or not. That is how you classify. And there are some good sites which suggest universities according to your profile. Many of you might already be familiar with. They're not accurate indicators. If you want accurate indicator, I might suggest there is a GREedge has an online. They have a counseling program. That's really a good one. There is something called UberGrad. That is also a good one. GREedge and UberGrad. There is Edulix, a student-run site, and etc. etc. That's how you shortlist universities. And any more questions?
Definitely, they'll have plenty questions, Raghu. So I promise them that we'll have a great question answer session at the end.
Yes, guys, we'll have a question answer session at the end. Good.
So before we move on to the next part of the seminar, why are we all here? All of us want to know about how he prepared for the GRE, isn't it?
GRE plans and preparation, yeah. I really want to talk about it. Guys, see, before I want to talk about GRE and preparation tips, I want to tell you something. You should never have a what you call self-defeating attitude, saying that I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Even many motivators, many people, many philosophers say this. Yes, it's true. See, your attitude will hurt getting good chances of GRE a lot. Change your attitude. It's not an easy thing. You only get it by continuous working. As I said, like I use the word proactive, right? Be proactive. That is how you improve your perspective, attitude. So, and understand that cracking GRE, ACADs are not related. ACAD is not a true indicator of your potential. It's not. Usually people slumber away, waste their time away, and that's what happens. That is the what do you say? Unfortunate situation of our Indian scenario. Not only Indian scenario. Any student in his bachelor's, he tries to waste his time. Some slumber away, some get to partying, and some get to whatnot. Reasons might be, there can be a plethora of reasons, but end results are the same. You don't do well in academics, but there is nothing to lose hope. Don't lose hope. What I'm trying to say is your ACADS is not a true indicator of your potential. So yes, of course, whatever happened in the past happened in the past, but how to use your present. Don't vindicate. Don't be self-vindictive. Don't vindicate yourself as well. As in, don't justify yourself. Like I am like this. That's it. Okay, fine. I don't want to do. Please give it a try. And how to learn GRE? So GRE is like any other exam, and GRE is much easier than whatever exams we face in India. That is one true part. So GRE is easy. GRE requires some kind of a systematic preparation, a study plan. We need to know what is in GRE. Sometimes people don't know all the parts. They go in, they get beaten, and they come back. See, don't lose your self-esteem for anything. Okay? Yeah. Is there any question?
That's really nice, Raghu. That was a way to put it. Really good way to put it.
Thank you very much.
Now we'll go detail into how Raghu prepared for GRE, the timeline which he adopted.
See, guys, my journey to GRE is a different one. I guess at least I would like to call it different. Many of you might have a similar in future, or yeah. See, my decision to GRE. See, I was not inclined to write GRE even after I completed my BTech. I was not sure. I was having so low self-motivation, self-esteem. In a way, would I be able to do this? I was a little hesitant. Even if I'm writing GRE, and I had my good share of friends who were to discourage me, and a good share of friends who encouraged me. Why not? You should try. Some people said, "Yeah, why try? Yeah, they want pointer and all." And see, all this comes out of sometimes, ignorance. People really don't know what was the scenario there. Would we have any chances or what? They only see a few cases. People who go out of NIT and go to MS usually have good pointers. They go to, as I've said, like Stanford, University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, all, top notch. No, not Texas A&M, top 20. And they feel like there are no other universities at all. And let me tell you, see, all the universities are much better than what you want, if you want, than like Indian universities. They have much better outlook. That is what I want to say, the word outlook. Outreach and outlook, both are good there. And so, GRE, regarding GRE, yes, I finally, I attended a workshop, an internship at Akshay Patra Foundation. I think you might have heard of Akshay Patra Foundation, right? So, even if you haven't heard, it's a NGO which provides midday meals for over 15 lakh children. It's a really good selfless working NGO. What they do is they provide midday meals for over 15 children a day, every day. So I went there as a part of a student outreach program. I was in touch with many leaders in the industry, corporate leaders, many corporate leaders and all. So finally, I got the courage. Of course, good things happens in your life, and when good things happen, you need to make use of it. So I finally decided to prepare in June 2014. But I didn't get to prepare until mid-July. So my initial preparation was slow. Okay, I was getting onto the pace. So finally, mid-July 2014 marks the beginning of my preparation for GRE. And my GRE was on 31st August 2014. See, so how many days I had? Roughly 30 plus 15. 30 plus 15 days, I had 45 days, of which I could use only 30 days. I properly prepared. I prepared a little in July, but I properly prepared a lot in August. So, if you like, ma'am, if you like to show my calendar.
Sure. 1 second.
See, after I finished my internship, I was here. I had very less time to prepare, but determined to squeeze the time and prepare. So 55 days out of 55 days, I was slumbering for the first 15 days. See, one bad thing about a student is that we don't learn sometimes, unless we get a backlash. So I realized that my preparation was not going well after like 15-20 days. Then the last 30 days, I did a really good one. So, I took GREedge, preparation plan, Express GRE. Goes for, the usual plan is for 75 days, but since I only had 55 days of preparation, they tailored it to my needs and gave me the plan, gave me a proper study plan, like how much if you want to learn, what you want to do, what all are the contents in the GRE, how to do a systematic preparation. So all this. So they gave. See, I must say I am pretty thankful to GREedge, this program. I'd like to take this opportunity to say that because they actually reduced the amount of effort I had to put in to plan and prepare and to keep a track of it. Keeping track of it is a hectic thing. So anyway, finally I had very less time to prepare, but I was very much focused. For the first, the ones in red, all the dates, I prepared like 3 to 4 hours a day. And in the ending, when I had to write tests and all, I could squeeze. I took like more than 5 hours a day. So that's what I did. And yes, I developed techniques of my own, which were much helpful. And I also, whatever footing, whatever previous experience I had in college also helped me a lot to work on GRE. Because guys, as you have seen already in my previous slides, I was the secretary of IST, Indian Society for Technical Education, NITC Students Chapter. So it's a national chapter. We do a lot of, we conduct a lot of workshops, events, and we had workshops about GRE because we always had career programs about what you want to do after engineering and all. So in GRE, so I had beforehand information what all is there in GRE. So 340, base score is 260. You just need to score that extra 80 marks. So how to score? I did give some mocks when I was in college. So I had a beforehand idea what GRE is. So even like many of you guys are already preparing, I guess. So no point in stressing this. All the time I had to be careful whatever I had in hand, and I'd like to how I balanced, that is the part. But what did I balance? No, that's the next question. I'm going to talk about GRE verbal now.
Alright. Raghu, while you were discussing about your plans, I just had some questions which students generally get. One question is your admission season. Which admission season are you planning to go for?
Fall 2015. See guys, I had time. See, when I planned for August 31st, I had a chance of going for spring 15 as well. But when I researched more into spring 15 didn't have much seats of my choice. If you want to do MS in CS or MIS, Management in Information Systems, or this mechanical engineering has good seats. I guess I've seen some. So it's nothing wrong to look at spring 15 as well when you have a chance. You need not waste as time as it did. I mean, it's not like wasting time. I was resolute in doing. I was resolute. I was having clarity in what I was doing. So that's why I was aiming only for fall 15. But now you are having beforehand information. You should even go for spring 15 if you want to. You can save more time.
But students here, most of them would want to go for fall 2015. Okay, spring or fall 2015.
Yeah, right now the time for spring 15 is over. So the next deadline ahead of us is only for fall 15. So yeah. So what is the question? I'm sorry.
The thing is, for fall 2015, I mean, university start admitting students from December onwards, November or December onwards. So is it the earlier they have the GRE score, it is better. So they have ideally 1 month's time.
Yeah.
So would you suggest that this 1 month time is enough for them, or what guidance or suggestions do you have regarding this?
1 month is enough, guys. Yeah, guys, 1 month. See, it depends on. See, the number of days are not important, but the amount of preparation you do and the way you do it is important. And if you have a month in your hand, yes, there are ways you can actually gain good score. See, I'm not saying that in 1 month you're gonna shoot up from 290, 300 to 330. No, you can. There will be good chances if you're at 290, you go to 300. If you're at 300, I'm not exaggerating. I just don't want to exaggerate your chances. If you have a month, yes, please do your best. I'm not saying that this is what is going to happen. This is your limit. No, there is no limit. But on an average, people usually do. They gain around 10 marks if they prepare as much as I did. See, my aim to do was around 330 in this month, because my diagnostic test in GRE and other mock tests, they came around 310, 315, and even observed many of my friends getting 320 with around 2 to 3 months of preparation. So I wanted to aim high. As I aimed to get 330 and tried to be consistent with my preparation. And I was successful in getting this score. My best score in practice tests was 332. So there is chance. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you try harder, nothing is impossible. So ma'am, can you go to the previous slide once?
Sure, Raghu.
Yeah. No, not the next one. The next one, yeah, the calendar. See, now even if like as my calendar shows, it's like you only have 31 days. Don't take time to condition yourself, to prepare yourself to start preparation. Please don't do that. Don't take time to do that. I put as much as effort as you need. You have to estimate. You're your best judge, but don't victimize yourself or don't be self-vindictive. I mean, don't blame yourself if you're not doing well. Please be please have a positive attitude. If you are facing a problem, please take expert help and think of better ways to solve your issues. That's the best attitude you can take up on this time, on this situation, on this platform. That's what you can do. And GRE, 30 days would be enough, guys. Yes, in my point of view, yes, 30 days would be enough to improve your scores. Yes, definitely yes. 15 months you will be able to improve if you do it. So the next slide.
This is about your GRE experience, Raghu.
Yes, ma'am. So the 1 month was hard. I had mixed feelings. I was normal, worried, anxious, but I had to take the bitter pill. I decided to put my frustrations aside and focus. That's the only way, but it's not an easy task. It's not impossible, but I was successful in doing it because after a week, I've struggled with my frustrations. I had to struggle for a week. I had to, what do you say, gali. I had to take a lot of scolding from my mother. My parents, they were kind, but they were very supportive of me. I'm really grateful to them. But so that's what. And finally, you need to maintain good health, guys. Seriously, you need good health and stamina to sit properly for more than 4 hours in an exam hall. That is really true. Because see, on the day of exam, how many of you guys know Hyderabad? Okay, that's irrelevant. I had Hyderabadi biryani on the day before the exam, so which upset my health. The next day I couldn't concentrate at all in the exam. I was devastated. I was not. My AVA went really bad. I couldn't even type properly because of the loose focus. So that's what. Good health is a really important thing. So please maintain good health. Don't eat unnecessary crap. Eat good food and maintain good health. And while you are preparing for GRE, please do exercise some. Move around a little bit. Just don't sit for hours and hours and what do you say? Waste your health. That is really important. So, but anyway, in the exam, I decided to give my best, and now I'm satisfied with my result. I had to check each and every question 2 to 3 times, and that's all. But I am finally, let's say I'm satisfied. Yeah, I am satisfied. I'm happy.
So the moral of the story is never have Hyderabadi biryani before your GRE exam.
Yeah, never have anything which will upset your health.
Alright. Nice, Raghu. Now we are going to discuss about his quant, verbal and analytical writing assessment preparation separately. Okay. Now first let us discuss about his quantitative reasoning section, because verbal reasoning has a lot to discuss. He also has a lot of tips and techniques to discuss. Okay. So we'll give some time for that. Your quantitative reasoning preparation, how was it, Raghu?
See, I would say, like the first point, as the first point says, constant touch. It demanded less attention in the quantitative reasoning section, but I was a little bit of overconfident. I guess a little bit overconfident. There was a thin line. I was jumping here and there between confidence and overconfidence, and that even my health didn't help me much in the exam, so I lost like 5 marks. I was like achieving near perfect scores. Like I will tell you guys, have the formulas at the tip of your hands, but don't by heart them. And try to understand them by an example. That is the best way to remember quantitative formulas. So see, there is a study technique called SQ3R. Process, study, question, review, revise. Read, review, revise. So section wise you review something and then you revise the whole thing. Revision is the best way to remember formulas and how to apply them. See, be patient even if a little tougher question comes up. Okay? Don't lose your patience in the examination. That is really important to do. Quantitative reasoning. Quantitative reasoning, the amount of time they give for answering all the questions will be more than enough for your, believe me, if you put enough practice this month, 1 month, the amount of time they give you, it's more than enough. Don't waste your time on one question. That is one basic rule of any competitive examination. Don't waste your time on one question. Don't sit there and don't do it for 5 minutes. If you're not able to do something, please mark it. There is this facility, I think most of you know, there is this facility in GRE examinations called mark and move on. That's it. Don't waste your time on particular questions. Time management is of essence in Quant. And that's all. See, you believe, trust me, if you put proper revision in Quant, you will get 160 above. Don't worry about it. And all of us Indian students are really good at Quant. Have that confidence in mind.
Do you have any comments regarding the questions? Like some students would find certain topics to be very difficult. So is it possible for them to skip certain topics? Would you really advise it?
Yeah, skip it. That's what. Don't slumber. Don't waste time on one question. See, the point is, usually GRE usually around have 7 different chapters of Quant. I think one is like arithmetic, algebra, profit loss. 6, yeah, 6.
Yes.
6, data comparison.
They have 6: arithmetic, algebra, geometry,
Geometry.
Data analysis, data interpretation.
Yes, data interpretation, not data comparisons, data interpretation. So
and application type problems.
Exactly. So know which kind of question you are facing. So that is one first thing. Second thing, some people might have a problem with data interpretation, and the other thing is with Venn diagrams, set theory, probabilities, all that part. I've seen some students having trouble with it, and I personally had a little bit trouble with it. I lost touch with whatever I had learned in 12th. So the point is, even if it's a little tough, always try to remember by example. Remember a formula by example. When you try to remember a formula after using an example at all, you'll have a better memory of it. You need to understand the terms and terminologies they use in GRE. Practice as much as you can. If you have GRE portals, you practice all the question papers properly and review your questions. See, when you in GRE, they do a really good thing. After you answer questions, after you do your test, they'll give you the answer and the reasons in the there will be a dialog box in the on the side, and they'll give you the answers, right? So this is a really good thing. You thing is, yeah, that's what. Learn those answers. Read those answers once at least, even if they're correct or wrong. You'll understand the perspective in which a GRE examiner thinks. So that is important. And afterwards, you'll feel free to attempt even little harder questions with these. It's gonna be easy. Trust me. Your perspective should be learn the examiner's mind and the answers. There will always be 4 questions. Don't answer to the end every time, because see, you start a question, okay, you do it. But sometimes elimination helps. Sometimes substitution helps. Sometimes what do you call? Even before reaching the answer, you will be able to come to an understanding. When always think that, and even when the data interpretation, in which they'll give you not Venn diagrams, what do you call, pie diagrams, bar charts and all. Bar charts and all. See, don't feel that they are very clumsy, they're not accurate, how to do it. Get the best information you can out of that, whatever is being provided to you. Get the best information. Okay, this is correct. Okay, now it kind of seems around between 75-80. Is it 72.5 or 77.5? Why do you want to do that? Seriously. I have seen some people doing that. I am not saying everybody does this, but what I am suggesting is even if when information is not so accurate, get to the most generic, most standard guess. You got my point?
Yes. So I guess all of us they would have understood it better. Yes. Is it true, guys?
You have any more quantitative reasoning question? I mean, doubts about this section? I can answer it in the end of the session. It's okay. I mean, I cannot talk continuously about this on and on, right? But you have any directed doubts? I'm free to discuss in the end.
Okay. Sure. Now, next is the most challenging part of the GRE exam for most of the students. So that is nothing but the verbal section. Yes, Raghu, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, ma'am. Now I'm able to hear you.
So how did you tackle the verbal reasoning section?
Okay, guys. See, it's not analytical writing assessment. Verbal, please. The slide containing verbal.
Yes. Just 1 minute.
Yeah. Guys, see, there is one foolproof plan. You follow your SFAs, the personal trainers for GRE and GREedge. So to the point as best as possible. Follow their instructions. Follow the content which is given in verbal reasoning. Prepare. I mean the slides, how to tackle them. To the point, and I strictly stuck to the practice sessions given at GREedge. And cases are, the situation is different with everyone else. Some might be really good at English, some might be okay at English, some might be okay, sir, I didn't have any I didn't put much emphasis on English in my school or my engineering. I don't have that much reading skills and all. See, don't worry about it. You have to start at some point or another, right? So I suggest you take initiative. Even like that is my favorite word, initiative. Don't stop saying that I don't know, I can't do it. So you take initiative to do this, and like GRE verbal was challenging to me. See, I am a writer. I did write some plays in college. I also wrote some columns for RIST, one or two. I wrote letters. So I had pretty much my grip on grammar. That's what I wanted to say. Grammar and reading. I read books, a lot of books. I read materials on self-help. I read materials on personality development. I read good materials. Wisdom materials are my favorite genre. So I had a good the pre-hand skill of reading. Reading is really important. See, verbal section, as all of you might know, contains RCs, sentence completion, text equivalent, right? And sentence completion and text equivalent, we'll discuss this later. We'll start with RCs. Yes, RCs are what RCs doesn't take up your literary skills. That is what I understood. I thought I had a skill of being a reader and all. verbal will be really easy for me. It was not really easy. That's what the whole point is. They analyze your analytical skills, basically verbal reasoning or any part in each and every nook and corner in GRE. They test your reasoning skills, analytical skills, how you analyze the situation, how you analyze the paragraph, how you comprehend well, not whether you are a literary genius or not. That is not their aim, and that's why they won't be that tough. They won't be like they don't give you to write poems and all. They ask you to analyze the situation, put it in simple English, and as regards to verbal reasoning, even if the sentences are a little complex, I suggest you to rephrase the sentences. That is one really good. You should practice rephrasing the sentences. First, you start with writing on paper. Finally, you do it within your mind. You understand the meaning of a sentence. And don't read the paragraph, or don't read the reading comprehension word to word. That is a really good waste of time, I say. Learn phrasal reading. Have you heard the term phrasal reading? Phrasal reading, yeah, phrasal reading is, phrasal reading means you read phrases, not you don't read word to word. You don't press word to word, and you don't know the meaning of a word. Doesn't mean you don't understand the meaning of a sentence. You'll understand the tone of a sentence, right? So and sometimes GRE guys may use a little bit confusing big words, which you will definitely find in the GRE word list. So and that will hinder our senses. Okay, so that word, you put pressure on that word. That is a real waste of time. I'm sorry. Excuse me. That's a real waste of time. So develop this technique called phrasal reading. Read phrases. That's how you read novels. You read phrases. Sometimes you see people who swift through pages like anything. What they do is they develop the skill of phrasal reading. So people who have time, please improve your reading skills by reading newspapers and novels. Who have time, who have really good time, please do use it. But people who have a month or so, don't do it. Practice as much as reading comprehensions as possible and read the phrases. And also rephrase the sentences, because sometimes they use 3 to 4 clauses. Like they'll give you a big sentence. And this reading this big sentence may bewilder us to find the answer, to understand the sentence. So, and it will hinder us from understanding the sentence. So don't do that. And so try to rephrase the sentences. Make them as simple as possible. And always understand. And there is one more important thing about RCs, which you develop only through practicing. You understand the ideas of, see, GRE guys, they follow a certain pattern in giving the RCs. They give each and every paragraph are objective. There won't be any full link. There won't be any full link between one paragraph and another paragraph. They represent different ideas. Most of the GRE, whether they're talking about a central thing, definitely, but you will see a stark difference what they're discussing in one paragraph and what they're discussing in the next. So understand that they'll have a definite pattern that every paragraph contains an idea, and you culminate all these ideas, you combine all these ideas, it becomes the idea of the whole passage. So when identifying these ideas are very important. They'll discuss lots of research matter and all. But under that research matter, there lies a central idea. So when you have the central ideas in hand, you'll be able to freely answer around 3 out of 5 questions. You understood my question? You understood what I was trying to say? You want me to repeat? I can repeat.
Kindly repeat, Aditya, so that they'll it's
okay. See, GRE passages have a definite pattern, so no need to worry about the patterns. So no need to worry. You need to understand the pattern. See, this is how you crack GRE or TOEFL. You understand the patterns. When you understand the pattern, it becomes much easier to analyze the situation, analyze the passage. You're not just reading it, you're interpreting it and analyzing it. So analyzing is the big question, and you develop reading by phrasal reading, and you develop analyzing by understanding the patterns. So that is all about RC. See, RC is because when you understand this, when you try to analyze this in this perspective, you will understand the tone of the author, which almost forms like 1 out of the 5 questions in any RC. And you need to know what different tones authors have. I mean, GRE uses a certain words to represent a certain tone. See, vehemently critical. Vehement means very seriously critical. Like he's kind of scolding him, but he's critical. He's criticizing him, and in a way of like he's scolding him. that is vehemently critical. When some people are objectively critical, and some others are condescending. Condescending is as in he tries to convey that convey to readers that he is more superior. He has a superior view than the others, or readers doesn't have readers are already having an inferior view. I am providing you a superior view. That is called as condescending. So understanding the tone is a really important thing. And now, as I said, like don't stick to one word or one sentence. Go through and identify reason, example, reason, example, reason, example. That's how processes are usually. So when you identify them, when the question comes, you can actually go back and pick up the place where the sentence is. Okay, now see, as much as complicated or simple the passage may look, the information in the passage may look, the GRE guy will try to do the opposite. He'll complicate the what you call the answers. You might have experienced that. So what you have to do is you need to read. You have to cross check. You have to simplify those things first in your mind. At least you have to simplify those answers first. Okay, simplified. He means that. He doesn't mean this. Okay, he means that. He doesn't mean this. Okay, now I have the idea what they are meaning in every option. Now which one matches with my the information provided in the passage. Now click it. That's it. And guys, see, I am saying even to say how to do this is taking around 1.5 minutes for me. You think of like how much time it will take to start and how much time it will take when you do this process in the beginning. It will take around 4 to 5 minutes for each question. Cool. But as you progress forward, the time will cut down because you will make a habit of this. So that's it about RCS. And if you have any questions about RCS, I'll discuss it in the end. And regarding text completion and sentence equivalent, see, it's always about finding the right answer, and if you can't find the right answer, you cut down the words. There are no negative markings for anything, so feel free to cut down the words, eliminate these options, and try to take the best options you can take out of it. That is, see, you choose the best options out of it, out of your analysis. Okay, this means this. I know this, but this doesn't mean that. Okay, fine. Now I have an idea which might mean the second word. That is sentence equivalence, right? Yeah. And how to learn words. I'm sorry. Am I going too fast, guys? I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. You can stop me and you can ask me to repeat again. I'll repeat it in a slower manner. I'm really sorry if I'm going too fast.
I think the pace is kind of right, Raghu.
It's okay. Is everybody okay? Shanmugam, Vikram, is everything okay?
Fine, says Vikram. Saurabh also.
Okay, fine. So, sentence equivalence. See, every place it's like elimination. You need to know. You need to use the regular techniques of how to choose. They're They're not subject to tests, right? No need to analyze to the end. But I'm not saying you don't analyze half-baked. It's gonna bring more devastation to your exam. So analyze to the best possible. To the best possible, you need to analyze. Once you are confident that you have an answer in hand, choose them. Only when you have that confidence. And if you don't have that confidence, please mark the question. Don't waste much time on the thing. Move forward. That's what you have to manage time. You have to analyze whatever is in your hand, and then take the best words possible. And guys, see, people who are having really less time, I'm saying this, but people who have time, please read the words. Please write down the words. I see. GRE provides us a software called WordBot. You can access word lists. It's an interactive user interface. So it shows the meaning of the word. It also shows the way in which the word is used and all. It also shows us the synonyms of the word. So which gives us the better understanding how to choose in sentence equivalence. And most of the words you find in GRE word list are almost They are either repeated or they are familiar to you somehow. And you write all the words. First of all, first try is that you write all the words continuously. Make a note of them. That is, writing is much more efficient in making memory. So when you write down the words, I had time enough. I guess I used to write down around 50 words a day. Towards the end, I had like all the word lists provided in my books. Finally, what I did is whatever words I couldn't remember properly, I used to round them. I used to filter them out of it. I didn't read all the 1,000 word, 2,000 or 3,000 words for the second time. I only read the 350 words I had in mind. I had trouble remembering them. Remembering those 350 words, 300 to 350 words, I did. I revised them twice to retain those words in memory. Yes, I did them. I did revise them again. And that's what you need to understand, that only remembering these 300 words is the real challenge, not those 3,000 words. When you see the 3,000 words, it might seem really big, but 300 words is a little lesser challenge, right? Little easier challenge. So use it and develop the habit of analyzing and eliminating. That's it.
Okay. So learning 50 words per day. So is that advisable for all the students?
Yes, guys. See, I think irrespective of what you call your potential, you might think, but 50 words is a decent thing. Some might take an hour to learn 50 words. Some might take an hour and a half. But don't give up. Read 50 words. Start with something. When you start with 50 words, you will find a way. Okay, 50 words is too much for me. I can push down to 40. That's it. 40 is decent. I'll do 40. You'll take more time, or do 30 morning, 30 evening. You'll do 60. That is like 10 better. I did that towards the end. 30. So I remember 30. I used to write 30 in the morning. I used to read those 30 in the evening, as well as I used to write the 30 again. No, not the 30 again. I used to write a new line of 230. New line of 30. So I used to do 60 words towards the end. Because I wanted to reach the objective, I had to push myself a little higher. I was willing to do. That's why I had to take 5 hours a day. See? So challenges will be there, but challenges are overcomable. You can overcome those challenges really easy.
Alright. So that's really true throughout your GRE preparations. Now, Raghu, we are going to discuss about your AWA preparation. You told that you're a writer. You write regularly. So
yes,
was
no, I do
AWA
write.
easy for you?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to talk about it. Guys, please check your message box, the chat box. The GRE guys have shared their WordBot link. Please do check it out. And coming back about analytical writing assessment. As the name says, it's analytical writing. You analyze a situation and analyze the situation, you assess it, then you write about it. Right? There are two kinds of, there are two sections, there are two parts in a, I'll call it AVA. There are two parts in AVA. AVA, one is issue section, the second section is, what do you call it, ma'am?
Argument section.
Argument section. I'm so sorry. Issue section and argument section. So, as I've already told you, I already had a writing experience in college. But my issue is, it was time bound. You have to analyze it faster. So, and because of during practice, I was touching around 400, 450 words. 400, 450 decent. And guys, see, even if you can't really think of, there's a trick here. Even if you can't think of something, you restate the obvious facts again, it will increase your content. And because, see, my biggest issue was the length of the AVA. I got score of 3 in AVA, and 3 is like 15%. It's not really good score. It's an average score. And the problem, like my health didn't support me to write much in AVA. But what you can do is take those, understand the pattern for writing AVA. First of all, see, even again, that line comes in. Understand the writing pattern for writing AVA. There will be you can go through what you call a framework. You can have a framework, an introduction, reason, example, reason, example, reason, example. You need not put around too much prose or too much poetry into the way you're writing. Keep it simple. That is good enough. But GRE people, they consider length as an important attribute. That's where I lost my game. And I could have done, and also I could have done more better if I had paid more attention on AVA. See, AVA, they almost have around 35 preset questions for AVA. You can go to the ETS website. They'll provide you with
I shared it to them.
Yes, the issue pool. The issue pool is limited. You see, it's not like they'll give you anything out of thin air. I almost did like 8 in issue, 8 in document. That's it. That's all I could do with the time I had. So even like the time you have, you might be able to do that much as well. Even if you do less, it's okay. But you need to understand the pattern of AVA. That's it. And the way you write. And I assure you, you reach 350 words, you will get a 3. 3 is good. And at this point of time, AVA is not your priority for people who are having less than 1 month. Prepare as much as I prepare like decent, have a decent preparation, know the pattern of how to write AVA, and there'll be people who will guide you, right? Take their suggestions seriously. Improve it in your next. Try to improve it in your next essay. And finally, about AVA, there is one more thing. See, AVA considers length, and AVA doesn't care much about spelling mistakes. Please don't waste too much time on spelling mistakes. If there are any major mistakes, if instead of E's there is double S delta, it's okay. But if there is a very big mistake, it's just like which makes the word not legible. It's not really it doesn't really look good, right? Only make time management is also important. So please make a note of this, guys. Understand the pattern, manage the time better. Put the last 3 minutes for correction work. Okay, whatever you could do, you did the best you could do. That's cool. And then the rest of the last 3 minutes, you should just do it for the rectification work. Do all the major corrections you can do. That's cool enough. Am I clear?
Guys, are you all clear with how to handle AWA?
See, even if you want me to go more deeper into managing time, see, this is how I manage my time. First 10 minutes, I outlined the whole thing. I wrote introduction, I wrote reasons, I wrote reason 1, reason 2, reason 3, conclusion. That's it. I wrote outlines like da 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 da. That's it. Now I started with my reason 1 and reason 2. That's a really good plan. Don't start with intro. Start with reason 1 and reason 2, which will give you a better understanding what you want to write in your introduction. I mean, when you want to introduce something, we might not have clarity on how to introduce the best way. Okay, I write reasons and examples. Okay, this is the central point I want to talk about. So, okay, this is the way I want to go and discuss about.
Hello?
So, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Hello? Yes, ma'am. So, how you do it is this way. You write reasons. You leave in the first 10 minutes, you write reasons, you write proper things, and in the next 10 minutes, you write introduction and conclusion. In the last 10 minutes, you try to do it much better, and in the last 10 minutes, you do the correction work. That's it. I am just giving you a rough outline. You try to plan your own thing. It's cool. And I guess that's it about analytical writing.
Okay. Now, Raghu, this is the very interesting which we have today. It's a rapid fire section. I'll be posting questions to you.
Yes, I'm ready.
So are you ready?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm ready. Yes, let's do this.
Which is your favorite? Is it GRE verbal or GRE word?
Verbal.
Your favorite GRE word?
I'm sorry?
Your favorite GRE word?
Favorite GRE word?
Yes.
I can't think of anything right now. Sorry.
Initiative?
Initiative is my word. Like initiative is something I've it boils down. It boils in my blood, I guess. Initiative. Okay, my best word is culmination. Yeah, best GRE word.
What was your experimental section in GRE?
Verbal, but it does a headache. Seriously, you don't want to experiment. Even you like GRE verbal, it doesn't mean that you want experimental again. Verbal, please.
Okay. So, how would you rate your entire GRE experience out of the scale 1 to 5?
5, ma'am. I had really good experience. I was actually doing good, so yeah, 5.
Your favorite quant topic?
Data interpretation.
Okay. Favorite verbal topic? Verbal part?
RCs. You read good stuff.
Alright. Who is your favorite SFA? Kuranda Yesu sir or Kranti ma'am?
Both, both, ma'am. I wouldn't. They were both really supportive. I actually never asked them doubts. But they were really following me up. So no difference.
In this note, I just want to tell you, you have a surprise at the end. I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Your favorite GREedge feature?
Favorite GREedge feature is the portal. WordBot is my favorite GRE. Yeah, favorite is WordBot.
Okay. So your entire GREedge experience in one word.
Awesome.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a quick rapid fire. Very good.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Now we are going to discuss about your journey with GREedge. So how did you find your journey? How was it?
I find my journey really pleasant. I mean, yes, GREedge, was my companion in my fight with GRE. So it gave me an edge, real good edge, I guess, yeah. And I was in NIT Calicut, as I've already said, and NIT Calicut is located around 30 miles away from the city. So it's tough for students like us to go to a coaching class and study, at least like if you want to have a beginning somewhere or some material, and you would get material, it's easy. But yeah, so and I thought it's better if I have guidance, because I didn't have any place to start with GRE, as I've already told you in the beginning. So many of my friends, a lot of my friends use GREedge. So they are really happy, satisfied with GREedge, and they have suggested me, here, you do it, you sit at home and do it. Don't go to this class. It's a real waste of time. So I thought like it's for journey and all. Even like after I came back to Hyderabad, journey would take me around 30 minutes. It's a waste of time. So let's do it. I joined GREedge. I was pretty comfortable sitting at home, working out. Cool.
So we also gave you personal trainers. So what was their role in your GRE preparation?
Ma'am, they were really supportive. You know, they whenever I lost track of my plan, I mean, whenever I was not preparing and all, they were really supportive, and they used to remind me, yeah, you didn't do this, please do it. And if you have any doubts, please ask. And whenever I called, they were really supportive. And people, if you call them too much, they might think you are pestering them. They might get little irritated. But they were not. Kranti ma'am and Kundalesu sir, both were whenever I called them, they used to pick up. I was in driving. Okay, please, whatever is what is it? They're really supportive. I like those guys.
Ashwini here has this question. Did you use any books for your GRE quant preparation?
Yes, I quant. I mean, as in for quant. Whatever I had in the portal was 99% of quant. That's it. I didn't do anything extra.
And that 1% was your perspiration.
Perspiration, yes. I had this ETS GRE book. You know, GRE they give you a book, right?
Yes.
So that book,
Okay, that is
ETS
called
GRE.
ETS guide.
Yeah, the guide, ETS guide to GRE. Yes.
Okay. So apart from that, you didn't need much assistance.
No, I didn't. I didn't need. See, the whatever material was provided in the GRE, it was redundant. It was surplus. So it's good.
So now, Raghu, just tell us in one sentence or two sentences, what was your experience with GREedge?
As like, see, I don't need to say anything else. I guess. See, my efforts were greatly reduced. See, but yeah, see, I suggest this to GRE. They could put more training into AVA. Yeah, they could put a little more training into AVA. That would be much better, you know. Even I wouldn't have that much issue with AVA. I guess I would have easily got like 5. Maybe I want 5. So yeah, it's better to aim higher. Always.
That's true. And Raghu, we have a surprise. We spoke to your personal trainers, both Kurande sir and Kranti ma'am. They
Yeah.
passed on a message for you. They say you were so hardworking and you utilize the program so well. And this is the message from your verbal trainer. How do you feel, Raghu?
I feel really happy, ma'am. I'm really thankful to Kundalesu sir. He was really supportive, as I've already said. I am. Thank you very much, sir. I even wish you all the best. With, with making more students successful in GRE.
And do you want to see a message from Kranti ma'am also?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Here it is. So she says you're a very nice student and you follow the study plan strictly, and she was expecting a 167 from you, minimum 167.
I did my best, ma'am. I couldn't do the best. Please convey that to her.
But she
Those
was
2
really
marks,
happy.
yeah. And thank you very much for trusting in me that I would get a 167. Yeah. For placing confidence. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay. So thank you very much, Raghu. It was a very, very informative seminar for all of us. Is it true, guys? Was it informative? How did you find it?
Thank you very much, Soumya. I can see I have given you my email ID. All of you guys, I am given my email ID. Is my email ID. So she, our Mano ma'am, she will share it with. She can share it with you. You can take it and you can post your queries onto that mail. I'll definitely contact you guys. Vamsi Troy is already full with Vamsi Troy is already full with lot of messages. It's already flooded with it. With messages. Please do go with my new email ID. I have actually specifically put this new email ID for people who can contact me for this stuff.
Guys, have you all received it?
No?
Yes. I've shared this alternate email ID to all of you. So you can contact with Raghu for your GRE related doubts and any career related doubts.
Yeah, anything is
Raghu,
fine. Yeah, ma'am. Yes.
do you have a message for our audience today?
Guys, please don't, please never give up. Try your best. And there is a book I would like to suggest. It's called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, which has been really helpful in understanding myself and understanding the world. It's a really good book which can change your perspectives and even like your character as well. So, I mean, anything.